Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Bay Frank,
And Kate.
bringing to you another Nightmare Weekend video.
I'm getting into the theme, sorry.
Kate got those at Spirit Halloween. You'll see why here in a little bit. So,
I guess
we're going to show off a bunch of stuff. Autographs, as always, last. Including a few things that we got during photo op. Well, a photo op. We did one photo op, but we did a bunch of panels, Q&A panels this weekend altogether. That you'll see. We'll do with the pop. So first things first, the things we got outside of it. So we did get 3 movies because we had no Wi-Fi. So I brought my PlayStation for pretty much nothing. So we found Reacher season 1 and 2 finally. We got Fall Guy and the new Garfield movie. We have not watched any of it yet.
I want to apologize too because I know the angle can be a little bit weird, but our hotel room is a little weird also. So we're trying out some different things, and some of the lights and stuff are glaring very weird.
I'm gonna put it like this.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll go and show you that next. That was the plan, but I did actually end up finding Sally's Lament, which is the newest Twisted Tale.
No, back yourself up. There you go.
But
Sorry guys, this is one take. We don't care if it messes up.
the question for this one is actually, what if Sally discovered Christmas Town? So I'm kind of curious. You guys know I like these books a lot, so I got to read some more of these, but it's a very good series if you like dark and twisted.
Next up, we did end up going to see Terrifier 3 today.
And
It's not for the faint-hearted.
Man, the gore, guys.
We actually had 9 people walk out.
Mm-hmm.
9. I will say, people, don't bring your kids if they can't handle it.
I was about to say, don't bring
if
your
they
kids
can't
to something
handle
like
it,
that.
don't bring them.
That's one of those things.
So-
We had a lot of people bringing kids.
Got the Terrifier 3 cup. Unfortunately, they did not have the popcorn bucket, but you can actually scan the QR code and pre-order it. So,
But there is a popcorn bucket we did find, and it's been sold out everywhere. And that is the Beetlejuice Tombstone bucket, which
I'm gonna
I think
toss
it's
some.
the piece like opens up in the back. I'll have to figure it out. But one of the cool things about this too, though, is the arrow lights up. Oh, that works.
That's a little bit brighter.
Yeah, but the arrow actually lights up, which is cool. But it's got the little compartment on the back. There it goes. It's not
It doesn't
very
hold
deep,
a lot of popcorn.
but what I was thinking about doing is putting all of my spooky horror pins in this, and so I can have like my spooky stuff in its own thing.
Yep.
But we found our Beetlejuice popcorn bucket.
Alright, so next, guys, we are going to show you stuff that's not autograph / picture / photo op.
Just some fun little goodies that we ended up picking up out there. I guess you want to do... Well, Bailey, you want to do these first since you're already wearing it?
Oh, yeah. We did get matching shirts. This was one of the people selling it, and it is the Murderverse. So it's a play on Marvel-esque from Infinity War Endgame, but with all movie killers.
And with what Bailey said, we did get matching, but one of the other things is he also had a combo deal where you could add on a free poster.
We're not going to open it just
But it's the exact same thing. That actually was done by Murder Memes. We always like to shout out everybody that gives us any kind of, when we buy stuff, they always like to give out cards and stuff so we can follow them. So we always like to shout out the
So if
creators.
you would like to order your own, you can go to www.murdermemes.com.
One of the other things the guy did at the booth was he actually takes like older like colonial time pictures and like other famous artwork pieces, but he turns them into a horror creature. Like one of the ones he had was like the Mona Lisa turned into Michael Myers, or one of the other ones. I know everybody's probably seen the one picture of all the George Washington leading the boat into the with the river. They had like that with a bunch of serial killers on it. So definitely go check him out. He was a super nice guy.
Alright guys, next shirt, we had to check out our people at Nevermore Designs. So, ended up getting a Beetlejuice shirt that actually says, nice fucking model, honk honk.
As you guys know in the movie, that is actually one of the lines that got ad-libbed by Michael Keaton.
Yep.
And Tim Burton thought it was so funny he left it in. And of course, you know me, they finally dropped the Chucky design, so I was super hype about that. And it says, Heidi fucking ho. Oh, also, I just want to shout out too, guys, this year we actually did VIP. So this is the first time, and you actually got a lanyard and a bunch of other stuff too, which you'll see in a minute. But we actually did VIP, which means we got discounts at some of the stores, we had our own VIP lounge, and we even got to skip a lot of the lines.
Which we will actually do
What did that
next. Yeah. So I'll read y'all this right here because it pretty much says what we got. So we got our exclusive VIP badge. Okay, you got the badge.
This is the badge.
Wow, show that off. We got the badge, which says VIP. We got the Nightmare Weekend lanyard.
Oh, pardon my Jason pin. I wore it because you'll see why we had some Jason stuff.
We got exclusive GalaxyCon variant comic books.
Which, I don't know which one of these is exactly the comic book because there's a lot of them.
They're all comic books.
They're all comic books?
Yeah,
Okay.
there are 4 of them. So we got Headlocked, Tales from the Road to GalaxyCon, which is the wrestling one.
Okay, hold on.
Wrestling one. We got Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal #1 GalaxyCon exclusive variant.
Which is that one.
We got Ahsoka #1 GalaxyCon exclusive variant.
Which is that one.
And Vampirella Year 1 GalaxyCon exclusive variant.
Which is that one. Which I know I've seen this one a lot. GalaxyCon does also have a bunch of other comic book variants that if you are big comic book people, they're really cool. I'm a big Disney fan, and apparently there's a Maleficent and a Hades one. I actually saw the Maleficent one there. But you can also purchase some of these there. But with your VIP badge, you actually get them with your package.
You also get an entry into their Friday night VIP cocktail party, which does feature some celebrity and professional guests. But this year there wasn't many vendors there like your normal, so we didn't stay the whole time.
But it is one of those ones, it's more like an after party, kind of after hours kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
it starts at 8 o'clock, usually don't end until 2, but we could have gone if we wanted to. We just didn't. Like she said, fast lane access for autographs and photo ops.
yeah. Which, guys, I'm going to be totally honest with you. This is our first year doing VIP. I think Bailey and I can both agree that being able to skip the lines was probably one of the best parts of being able to do it.
But it is expensive,
Yeah.
so make sure you do have the money.
Yeah.
The VIP lounge, we got an expo bag, which GalaxyCon, y'all made it too damn big.
I say it's a huge
Y'all made
bag.
it too big, and especially when we bought 2, you gave us 2.
Just so you guys can see it,
It's a little too big
it's very big.
because we
But-
don't want to be carrying 2 giant bags around.
But I will say it is good though if you want to use it for like one day and you're buying a bunch of posters and art prints. It's pretty good for that.
The Nightmare Weekend exclusive pin.
Which I am a big pen collector, so you guys know that I love this. And it looks like it says Nightmare Weekend on it, and then it's actually in the shape of a coffin.
The blank sketchbook.
Which we all got each of these.
The weekend folder for autographs, so we didn't even have to buy autographs.
Which I'll
or
show you guys the
folders this
folder
year.
real quick.
We're not going to open it up just because we have the autographs in there. A Nightmare Weekend 11 by 17 limited edition art print, in my opinion, doesn't look like an art print.
It's almost more like a poster.
Yeah, it looks just like a poster. There's no art to it.
It
Sorry
is cool,
to say,
though, because
Nightmare
it
Weekend.
features there's a couple mascots for Nightmare Weekend. The one is the vampire is like their main one. The mummy is normally like a robot,
And then
then
20,
this
we also got 20% off on all of our Nightmare Weekend merchandise at the Nightmare Weekend booth and other stuff that you will see. So that was all of the VIP stuff.
I'm just gonna slide over here for now.
These two things. So with our shirts, you got a free glass cup from Nevermore Designs. So we try to match. This year, Kate got the Chucky one, and I got the Beetlejuice one.
Which last year we also matched because Bailey got the Jason Voorhees one, which said Jason fucking Voorhees, and I got the Ghostface one because I got the Scream shirt that had Stu and Billy on it with Ghostface, and on the back it says, "My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me."
And also, Kate is a collector of hairpins.
I like hair clips. I love.
I don't know why, but you know.
They're good. I like having like the hair claw clips. So those are my favorite kind of clips now. This one is of Orange Bird, and we got this one that's also Figment.
Okay, I don't know why, but it's her thing, so I don't.
Girls know what claw clips do. They're the best.
I know what they do. Show off the other lanyard.
Oh yeah, we also were able to get this lanyard because they have a bunch of different designs, but they had a Nightmare Before Christmas one, and I always like to collect the Disney lanyards because I can use them for when we go to Disney.
One of the coolest things I will show y'all is this 3D printed thing. It is actually a controller holder. Sorry, I have to
And
bubble.
guys, by the way, this is actually all completely 3D printed by hand.
You can see where it holds the controller and just lays. Yes, you can still knock it down and stuff, so you gotta be careful with it.
But
And
they
if you do it
actually-
backwards, it will fall. So you
But
gotta
they
have it
actually
like
had
that.
ones that you could have like the dragon's head where you could sit it in the mouth. They had one that was like a Call of Duty one that looked like the guy was like just shooting. And then I saw this one and Bailey thought this one was really cool because it's a pile of
I
skulls.
can't remember who it was. I
think
can't
he
remember.
gave
We
us-
can't remember all of them.
I don't think
so
he gave us a card.
He didn't.
I wish we did. We try, like I said, guys, we try to always get a card if it's like artwork.
So the next one
She
we
had
got.
a card in her bag.
I just don't know where. I'm not gonna dig. Shout out to all our vendors that we get stuff from that we don't remember. I don't know how this lays. My guess is it lays down. Be my guess. But it is a wand holder. Deathly Hollows, and these are the two wands. It's mine, and then Kate's.
Which, by the way,
And I
guys,
think it lays like this.
these are all actually hand carved and hand painted.
I think it lays like that.
I think so. But these are all hand carved and hand painted by the people that we bought them from. I'll have to find their card again to kind of give them a shout out on our Instagram page when we do it. But I actually asked her because I was curious, and since they're all hand carved, how long it took them. She said it takes, give or take, about 30 minutes to an hour to carve one, and then just painting it and making it all nice. It usually takes about a week's time just to make them all perfect.
Here you further in the picture when you talk.
Okay, sorry.
You're in the corner. Alright, next thing, Kate, over there, your two things. I'm gonna sit down a second.
Guys, one of the things that I've always wanted to look into was the people that do like the big crochets. And I've always wanted one of the little bees because they're so cute. But this girl also had a Beetlejuice bee, which I thought was really cute. They're super soft, super squishy. Her card is also somewhere. I'll have, like I said, when we post on our Instagram, I'm gonna try and get all the cards in so we can tag everybody that we had stuff for. So I also asked her how long does it take her to do these. She said the smaller ones like these take about 30 minutes. Some of her bigger ones take a couple hours, which is pretty cool. But they're super soft.
Alright, Kate, you wanna do all the pins you got next?
Yeah, I can do pins next. That's fine.
I will sit here.
So we did go to one guy who had a bunch of smaller pins, and I thought these were pretty cool.
Two different people.
I'm talking about the first one. He had just a smaller selection of pins, which is They had this one that's got Freddy, Jason, Michael, and Chucky on it, which I thought was cool. I wanted to add that to my horror collection. You know me and Nightmare Before Christmas. They had this adorable little Zero. And they had almost like, it's like a cutesy version of Oogie Boogie, which he's one of my favorite villains, which unfortunately, as you guys know, also we had lost our Oogie Boogie voice actor Ken Page recently, so it was such a shame. But I unfortunately never got a chance to meet him, but I heard he was a wonderful guy to meet from everyone that's met him at other conventions.
But
So-
we do have his autograph.
We do actually have his autograph from a previous purchase that we did, so
An anniversary.
yeah.
I bought it for you.
I say I think you bought it for me for
No, I bought it
anniversary.
for you for Christmas.
Something like, I think it was an anniversary or something, or
Oh,
Valentine's
something
Day,
like
or
that.
he
Our
bought.
anniversary comes up next week, so.
But the other one, I thought this was a necklace at first because I saw the chain,
It can
but
be.
it can be a necklace if you want. But one of my favorite franchises, as you guys know, is the Chucky franchise, and they actually had the Heart of Damballa, but it's not a keychain either. Well, it can be, but it's also a pin. And it says Ade Due Damballa Awake on the back, and if you can see it right here, they only made 100 of these. Which, by the way, guys, this has got some heft to it. This is a heavy-duty metal pin, as you can hear. But this one is number 59 out of 100, and it looks like they actually put their company on the back for this one. This is made by Horror Gods 2021. So this was really cool for me. We also went to another spot, and we actually got pins from them last year, and it was the the Haunts of Virginia. And they do like the ghost tours in Richmond. Haunted
Mansion.
Mansion's on TV.
We had the volume muted just because it's more lighting.
But last year I got the really cute little ghost face and Chucky pin that I thought was really cute. And this year I was able to add some more from that set to my collection. And it's a Michael Myers. There's a Freddy Krueger. Whoops. Sorry, I dropped that. Freddy Krueger. There is a Billy from Jigsaw and the Saw franchise. Bailey's favorite, of course, is the Jason, because his favorite character is Jason. And, of course, rounding it off, we actually added Pennywise. Why are you shaking your head, baby?
Just laughing at you.
What?
Plus it's hot.
Oh, why are you laughing at me? What did I do?
You and your pins.
It's my thing. What can I say?
Alright.
Except you're welcome. Uh-huh.
I'll do these.
Now, I will say, guys, other than the guest experiences, which we will talk about in a little bit, like Bailey said, we had some pretty good vendors. We didn't have as many vendors this year as we've had in previous years, but still, with what we got, it was pretty cool. And as you can see, Bailey is already going into it, and his card is actually in there.
So guys, I am a pretty big Terrifier fan, as you will see with some of the stuff we did get.
Which these next few art prints are all done by Adams Art Box. So, if you want to go
Shout
check
out
him
to
out.
them as they are big Supernatural fans.
And they were so sweet. We talked to them for a few minutes, actually. But go check him out. All of his artwork is, I want to say, like watercolor and print.
They are watercolor.
I want to say it's watercolor print is his. And they turn out really cool. But he did this really cool Art the Clown one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bailey can match now.
Ow!
What?
Poked me in my ears.
Well, you're the one that kept snatching. Alright, take them off.
Alright, so we did get this one. We got
Yep, flip it around.
that one for Kate.
That one's mine, which it's the Cinderella Castle partner statue.
And not much Supernatural stuff this year, but a big
Yeah, usually they have a little more supernatural.
And he did sign
He signed the
Oh.
bottoms.
all of them.
But shout outs to him. He was super cool. So just definitely, if you guys want to follow him and check out some of his other work, he had a lot of Disney stuff. He had some Lord of the Rings stuff. He also had, of course, all the horror stuff for the horror convention. But go check him out. Super cool dude. And his wife, girlfriend, I don't know if they were married, but they were.
Wife.
Was a wife? Okay.
Yeah.
They were both super, super sweet. We had a fun time talking to them. So, let me see, because I can't remember if he put his card in here. I'll have to see, because he may have put his card in with
Something else.
something else, but I'll have to find it.
Well, we might have thrown it in the bag.
This one, this guy was really cool too. We found this booth, and he does pretty much maps out different things that happen with.
To the screen.
He basically maps out different horror movies or different franchises in different ways. So I'll go with that because they're all kind of their own thing. But one of the ones that piqued my interest was the Good Guy Road Trip map. And this is a map that shows exactly where in the United States that every kill took place from parts 1 to 7, which was pretty cool.
We don't.
Like it says like they have the LA for 5, and it's even got the big red, but it almost looks like train tracks. But that is exactly where Chucky would travel. So like it starts out in Chicago with the events of part 1, and then it jumps down to where part 2 and 3 are. And then it says Chucky's remains are moved to Lockport, New York after the events of Child's Play 3. So then it goes up there and it does a little zigzag and it goes all through there. So this was really, really cool. What?
Nothing. You gotta show off the.
I thought I left it over there because I wasn't thinking.
I don't know if we should open that,
It won't take long. I can roll it up pretty fast.
but. Okay.
But the same guy also had this really cool one that maps out the original Scooby-Doo cartoon. Here, I'm going to flip it up this way because it's actually upside down. But it actually maps out where each episode.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
But it maps out exactly where everything took place. It also marks what killer was in that particular episode, the episode number, episode name, the monster that they faced, and who the monster was when they unmasked him, which was pretty cool. I don't know if Bailey got a chance to really look at this one,
I
but
did.
thought this was pretty cool.
I think that's it except for.
I think everything else is autographs.
I don't think that has anything. You want to check real quick?
I can. No, you're good. Pleasure.
Thank you.
So,
Alright, guys,
Show
autograph time. We'll start. I guess we'll start off going 1-and-1, like how we. No, I want to save that big one for last. So unfortunately, we did get everyone but one person. He unfortunately canceled due to travel issues, and it was John Carpenter. Behind us, behind the phone that's propped up, is the Funko Pop that we were going to get signed by.
unfortunately, we found out he was only going to be here Saturday and Sunday. It turns out he was on his trying to get in, and all 3 flights that he tried to get ended up getting canceled. I don't know where he's coming from. It could have been he could be coming from Florida where all the hurricane and everything hit. So that's probably
prayers
why.
to everyone affected in the hurricanes.
In both hurricanes, it's
Yeah.
been an insane last few weeks with everything going on with that.
But shout out to him as he did immediately make up for it, because he will now be coming Friday and Saturday to GalaxyCon Richmond.
In March,
in
which is the
March,
regular
so-
one.
Which already has a bunch of people. Has been Hotel people have been announced. He's been announced. Weird Al Yankovic, Giancarlo Esposito, Heather Graham, Thomas Lennon.
There's a lot of really
There's a
good
lot
names
of people.
coming so far.
So if y'all want to go, GalaxyCon Richmond, or go to GalaxyCon.com. to see all of the Galaxy Cons that they have. They have them all over the country.
There's about 8 or 9 different ones that are like the normal ones. I think there's like 4 or 5 different nightmares. And now they also have one called Animate, which is anime and voice actors.
Yeah.
Which I think it used to only be mainly like animes, like Pokemon and all that was the
Now
main
it's a little
thing.
bit of everything.
And now it's a little bit of everything. It's a lot of voice actors just in general, including the Disney ones, which is pretty cool.
So, guys, we are going to go, I guess, last to first. Let's do that.
That's fine.
So, if I remember correctly, Kate, you might need to bring your phone up for this. Because I can't remember fully the list. So, guys, first thing I do know we
Well,
will
that's
go-
last. That was last right there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said. I know the first one. I just gotta find where his is. 1 second, guys.
I can speak while Bailey's doing that. We didn't have as much fun in regards to the vendors compared to the last few years, even though we did have some really good ones from what we got. The guest interactions for this one in particular has been absolutely amazing.
So one Q&A we did go to that we didn't really talk about, we didn't meet anything like that, was Clint Howard's. This was pretty cool to see.
Only thing is, unfortunately, something happened where he was running extremely late.
Yeah, I didn't like that because then GalaxyCon was like, well, we'll sit there and have him randomly join this Q&A, which I thought was not fair to that celebrity. But he ended up showing up, so. But we don't know the reason, yada, yada, yada. So, first things first, any paranormal fans out there, if y'all have seen Ghost Hunters, you have seen this guy. It is Steve, I can never pronounce his name.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, from Ghost Hunters. I had to get his autograph. This is my autograph. He was awesome to meet. And Kate and him actually bonded because, come to find out, he's a big Disney fan and pen trader. So
I was carrying my Haunted Mansion purse because I wanted something spooky for the season, of course. And he noticed that it was a Haunted Mansion bag, and he was like, oh, wait before you guys go. And he brought out a Lion King backpack, and he had a bunch of Disney pins on his backpack, and he says he was a trader. And I found out he owns his own pin trading group, which is pretty awesome.
Yep.
And even Bailey was a little surprised because he was like, he's such a cool guy just to be able to do paranormal stuff, but then he's on top of it, he's a Disney fan. So that was really, really cool.
Yep. But it says, Bailey, thanks for watching, my best. And he did sign it. And then I had to get my mom his book, which is called A Life with Ghosts. So that's pretty cool. She is a big reader, and she's the reason I got into Ghost Hunters. We used to watch it all the time. And it says Cindy and Joy. And right there, he did a secret message that you can honestly only do with those little black light things.
Yeah.
And it says, hi, Mom, on it. So that was pretty cool that he did that.
We actually talked to him for a few minutes. A couple of the questions we asked
Start
him was
putting
like,
them in other folders.
we were talking to him about if he had like a certain place that he hasn't visited yet, where would he like to go? We also, which I think he said, Velisca Axe Murder House is
Yes.
one of the ones he wants to go to, which I've actually seen a couple of our other ghost people do, and it's very creepy. One of the other ones, he said, one of his favorite places to go was the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, which is another popular one that a lot of people do. And that is supposed to be one of the most haunted locations in the country. So that was pretty cool.
Do you have all the pictures?
That's next.
No, do you have
Yes.
his picture?
Yes.
That is... Nothing wants to clear up.
Yeah, because it's not going to.
Because you don't have available storage.
I know, just don't worry about it.
All right, we're not going to show pictures. But you can go see my pictures on my Instagram, which is BayFrank7, or...
You can go check out mine as well.
BayFrank7 or Bay_Frank, I think it is.
You can also go check out mine, Kate, but it's Kaet, with how my name is spelled, 137.
Hold on, guys. I got to see, because I don't remember fully.
What do you mean?
My name on Instagram.
But you guys can always go check out
Bay_Frank, or my TikTok, which I will leave the TikTok link under below in the description.
And then, like I said, mine is Kate, Kaet, 137.
So the next guy, the photo. We're doing photos.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we did.
So we did not go to his Q&A. It was getting late. And I wanted to go see the movie. Kate wanted to stay, but it was getting late. We had to wait 2 hours for our next Q&A. So I was like, let's just go to the movies. We've been wanting to see Terrifier 3, which, like we said, phenomenal movie. Phenomenal. You need to see it in theaters, but if you are not a fan of gore or can't handle some of the scenes, do not go.
Guys, there is some rough ones, so just be cautious. Even the movie theater themselves had signs up that says "Be warned: excessive gore and violence." So just give you a fair warning.
Like I said, guys, we had 9 people walk out.
Yeah.
So.
All right, next.
Next up, guys, if you are a fan of Walking Dead, Marvel, Invincible.
He's now one of the voice actors that helps portray Wreck-It Ralph in some of the games.
In Disney Speedstorm, he is. Only Disney Speedstorm.
Is it only Speedstorm?
Yeah.
Okay. Ultron in the Marvel Universe. Red Skull.
Yeah, he's Ultron in the Marvel Universe. Red Skull, he's...
Charles Xavier in X-Men 97.
The animated show.
But, of course, Bailey had to get him for his favorite show.
Can I talk?
No.
Stop. Thank you. I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. But, guys, my favorite show that I actually started getting Kate to watch is Walking Dead, and you might know him as Aaron, which you can't really tell fully. No, you can't really tell fully. There we go. That's the best y'all can get. But it does say to Bailey, Aaron, with his signature, and it does, if I can put it the right way, heart still beating. So I was super excited. We actually, before, when he got announced, we ordered his pop from Walking Dead Supply Drop, and there was a chance to get his autograph. And sure enough, we pulled the autograph too.
Which, by the way, guys, as you can tell on Bailey's Pop 2, this is a Supply Drop exclusive variant.
Yes.
Does Aaron have another pop at all?
Nope.
Just this one? Okay.
Yep.
So if you do want an Aaron Funko Pop, you have to get it through Supply Drop.
Which, if y'all want to know what happened to his hand, you gotta watch the show to find out.
Yeah, I'm not that far in. I just know something happens.
So, and then what Nightmare Weekend has started doing is doing photo selfies, so where you can buy for like 10, 20 bucks. They are selfies for when they do their on-stage Q&As with the fans.
Which usually what they do is they'll post the pictures later, but they're actually selling them as prints now, which is pretty cool.
Which there is us with Ross Marquand, which I don't think I ever actually said his name. I think I just said Aaron. So Ross Marquand, and as you can see right there is me and Kate. So this was probably my favorite Q&A that we've been to. He's hilarious. Like I said, guys, if y'all seen my photos with Cooper Andrews when we met him a few years ago, he's incredible. Aaron is incredible. Or Ross is incredible. I keep saying Aaron. Ross is incredible. He is down to earth. He's funny. He's everything that you would think he is.
He loves to talk, guys. He even admitted to himself he's very much a talker with things, so he actually really enjoys meeting fans.
And he loves ghost stories.
And-
Kate wanted to do the ghost story, but I didn't want to just because if we sat there and talked, we would deprive other fans from getting to talk to him. Because some guests, some celebrities will talk and talk and talk. One of the guys that we did a Q&A for that Kate met, that you will see here in a little bit, went
He
way
kinda
over
was-
his time. 2 people didn't even get to ask their question in the Q&A because he's just that style, likes to talk and talk and talk.
You're gonna understand why though, because this guy that he's talking about has probably one of the most insane careers we've ever had.
I'm gonna put it with the autograph.
I'm just gonna put it to the side for
Or
now.
put it in the other folder, actually.
The other folder's right there. You said to start putting them in this folder, so
Or just put it inside.
I'll stick them to the side this way.
That's fine. Who's next?
Next should be
I don't remember.
her. I
No,
think. Yeah, I think so.
I don't sound right.
Oh no, it's not.
It's the guy we're talking about.
It's the guy we're talking about.
I was outside. I think she was before.
Yeah.
I think she was before these guys.
Yes, she was. The next one, guys.
Like I said, guys, we are going backwards in everything.
The next guy, guys, to me, he is considered a legend. He has a stellar career. He's one of the,
If she's talking, I'm gonna get the photo.
he's actually one of the oldest celebrities we've met as well. He's 88. But he has had major, major films with John Carpenter's The Fog, Halloween 3, Night of the Creeps, Creep Show. He's done so much stuff. Whether it's TV, he's even a stage performer, of course in cinema as well. One of the movies that I first got introduced to him by, though, was My Bloody Valentine 3D in 2009, because I was starting out with horror by that time. And we actually got the last copy of this picture that he had on Friday. He had no
On
more left.
Friday, which is crazy.
I got the last copy that they had brought for that day. I don't know if they got any more after that, but I got the last one. But one of my favorite scenes is his kill in this movie, and it is an insanely gory kill and an awesome kill. But it is Sheriff Burke himself from My Bloody Valentine, the legendary Tom Atkins. Guys, when I say somebody with a legendary career as him, I was definitely not expecting him to be as talkative. Kind of talked to him a little bit, but then kind of move on. He actually shooed away a couple of the people in front of us because he was just kind of like, oh, go ahead. And I got up to him and I just started saying how amazing he was and how much he was a part of the family with watching horror movies for me. And he was just the most humble guy you could ever meet in your life. He's so, so nice. He also has great stories. He loves to tell stories. That's another reason why his Q&A actually ended up lasting a little bit longer and people didn't get to ask their questions because he loves to tell stories.
Which there he is with the Q&A, and there's me and Kate right there. That was from his Q&A.
Again, guys, if you ever get a chance to meet him, he's so humble,
But
so
he will
nice.
go off subject.
Yeah, he
We'll
does
start
kind of go off
telling
subject a
stories.
little bit. But he has great stories to tell.
He's like the grandpa that you love to just sit down and just hear him talk and talk and talk.
And have just amazing stories. But if you guys ever get a chance to meet him, definitely do so because he's really great. Bailey actually also snapped a picture of him signing the picture for us, which was cool. All right, next is... We also have to get his picture.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can talk a little bit about him too because he's one of my people. When I was a kid, there was a franchise that came about that did something completely different. And I think everyone is still afraid of this franchise.
He could put his name, but that's right.
That's true. It's in the picture. But
Keep saying it.
one of the franchises that's always sat with me has been the Final Destination franchise. because it alone has been. There's so many things in Final Destination that are real things that can happen, whether it be a plane crash, a pile up on the highway, just simple accidents, bridge collapses, race car accidents. I mean, it's one of those things. There are certain things that can just happen, and you never know what's actually going to happen. So, we got to meet this guy from Final Destination 1. He's also in My Bloody Valentine 3D, and if you're also a fan of Charmed and Dawson's Creek, you will know who this is. This is Kerr Smith, who played Carter Horton in Final Destination. And he actually wrote Who's Next. Also, super nice guy. Not as talkative as some of the other people, but he was so cool. He actually had a lot of really great conversations with us in his Q&A as well.
I honestly wish they would have done a Q&A with him and Devon Sawa.
And then you can see there's me and Bailey.
Which, we did not go to the Devon Sawa one due to, which kind of spoiled one of our guests.
Luckily,
which
he's
the next
next.
one, unfortunately, Katie, we got done on Friday at 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, we
It's
had
like
to
5 or
wait.
6
We would
o'clock.
have had to wait 3 hours just to go to this Q&A. And there wasn't much. We wanted to save the day.
But guys, as Bailey had just spoiled who it was, you know him as Alex Browning from Final Destination. He's also part of the brand new Chucky series, which unfortunately is now canceled. But you've seen him quite a few times because his character always gets brought back in some way, shape, or form as a new character. And anybody who is probably close to our age, who's a female, had probably a big crush on him when they were a kid. Because he was also the live-action version of Casper. When he turned to do his human form, he was him. But it is Devon.
I thought he was the kid.
Yeah, he was in the
Oh,
live-action movie.
Christina
He's the human
Ricci.
form. He's him in human form.
Yeah, Christina Ricci.
But
played-
I got him for Alex Browning.
Right? It was Christina Ricci that played alongside him.
Yes,
Thank you.
Christina Ricci. Yep. And he actually wrote the plane, as in the plane is crashing. Which Bailey even told him, he's like, I can't get on a plane anymore. And he looked right at Bailey and said, good. Also, super nice guy. Not as talkative again, but again, he was really cool. He likes to hear about anybody who's a fan of him.
Log trucks are horrible.
But again, just if you get a chance to meet him, he's really cool.
Like I said, we ended up not going to his Q&A. If his Q&A had been earlier, it would have gone. But with it being so late, we still had to check into the hotel room and everything and get food, so that's nuts.
Mm-hmm. All right, Bailey, this is on you because this one's for you.
Yep. So, guys, this one, she's only been in 2 movies, 3 here soon. I can't remember when the movie comes out. She is a world silver/bronze medalist in the World
Dance World Cup.
Dance World Cup.
And she won the nationals for New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah. And she's 95% of her role. They did use some CGI, but after hearing her Q&A, barely any CGI.
She also did her own stunts, and she's a badass because she was only 11 when she did her stunts.
Yeah, and you might know her as the robot, also known as the body of it, because the voice was done by
I can't remember the voice.
I can't
right now.
remember the voice.
I'm brain farting. But she, as you guys know, this character had a very viral dance. We'll go
Yes.
with that.
And she's got a new movie called Megan 2 coming out soon. It is Amy Donald, which there is the autograph. Megan, I love how she did the 3 like the movie.
She was so sweet, guys.
So we actually got this pop a few days early from when it came out. And luckily, perfect timing because we are pop collectors and I wanted a pop to get signed once I heard it was announced. So she, in my opinion, she's got the best signature. that we've met.
Yeah, her
I think
signature's pretty cool.
it's really cool.
And guys, if you do get
And
a
there
chance
is
to
the
meet her,
picture of her with me and Kate right there. She is such a sweetheart.
and she, like I said, guys, she's only 14 now. She's really, really sweet. She's brand new to conventions as well. She just started going last year. So if you do get to see her, go show her some love. She's such a sweetheart, and she was very, very bubbly. And just go ahead and say hi to her because she's so.
Because I'm going to tell you one thing, guys. She's got a bright future on her. She's got a bright future, and I would not be surprised if she goes big. I mean, the movie has already gone big, so. Alright. Okay.
Next one is for me.
We're not going to show this thing. You can kind of get a glimpse from the back what it is. We're not going to show this thing until we're done showing the three people. Then you'll see that.
The next one we met, he is known for the writer and director of the 1990 It miniseries, and he also had a huge role with Michael Myers in the original Halloween. He is actually the one who filmed the scene where he busts through the closet and Jamie Lee Curtis stabs him in the eye with the sewing needle, or the hanger, sorry. Sewing needle's downstairs. The closet was the iron hanger.
Real quick, before Kate shows off this next person, I will say, as we say in all of them, all of our pops are JSA. They all are. Our pictures are not, just because obviously we're not going to get rid of these. I mean, they have majority of them have our names on them. But we just like to get the pops JSA. Because say the ones that we don't get signed down the road, they could be worth a lot of money, and JSA brings up the value. But we like to just have our pops JSA. Which, if you go to a convention now, JSA is cashless.
Yes.
So make sure you bring a card with money on it. Otherwise, you will not be able to get a JSA.
Mm-hmm.
It's only $10 if you get it signed there.
It's $10 per signature.
Yeah.
So if you do get something that has multiple signatures on it, it's going to be $10 per signature. Like when we got our Blue's Clues done, we had one that had 2 signatures and one that had 3. So it's $10 per. One cost us $20 and one cost us $30 to do.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Which, don't be surprised, guys. Economy goes up, inflation goes up. They might charge a little bit more in the future, but usually they are pretty cheap when it comes to JSA.
But anyway, the next guy we met, as I said, he is the writer and director of the 1990 It miniseries TV show with TV movies with Tim Curry. And of course, he's also Michael Myers. But because he was also the writer and director of the It series, yes, he was the writer with the script. I think he also had. Well, Stephen King
had
wrote
a
the book.
part of writing.
He had a part of writing it, but I think he directed it, and I think that he also helped did the writing.
Yeah.
But it is Tommy Lee Wallace.
Which, guys, we won't talk about the Q&A. We did not go to it, and we'll explain why here in a little bit once we show off a few more, which should be all in a line next. Mm-hmm. Which, Kate, if you want to actually show that video for it, might be a little blurry, but y'all will get to hear for your friend.
We can
it's
try.
It's up to you. You don't have to.
I don't know if it'll work, so I might not, but I'll kind of talk about it a little bit. All right, this next one. First off, I want to say how amazingly sweet this woman was, first off. She was insanely nice, and she did something really special for a friend of ours that we were helping out with a couple autographs. So I just want to shout out her for that automatically, because she just did that, and it was one of the nicest things in the world I've ever seen. Let's just say her kill marked a franchise. But we met Miss Sandy Johnson, who of course is Judith Myers in the original 1978 Halloween.
For all the guys, just going to say this, y'all might also know her from Playboy. She has done some Playboy modeling, which one of the photos, I think this photo is actually from Playboy.
Probably.
They probably used it.
But as you guys know, Judith Myers is Michael Myers' older sister who gets killed in the opening scene at the Vanity. One of the cool things, too, that was on her booth, she actually brought a hairbrush. I don't necessarily know if it was the hairbrush she was using to brush her hair in the movie itself or just one that she also had signed.
I never even noticed
But
that.
she had a hairbrush signed by her that was sitting on her booth, part of the
You could
day
buy
con. I think you could buy it, but I'm not sure.
It was probably used in the movie. Could you imagine?
But it was really cool to see. And I just want to say again, she was so sweet. We were helping a buddy out, and she wanted to make a video for him because he couldn't make it to come see her.
But you'll see what we
Which
did
you'll see what we did
for
for him. It's awesome.
You won't see the video.
But I really wanted to shout her out because most celebrities we've met for video recordings, they charge like
We
$80.
didn't even ask her. She chose
Yeah.
to do that.
They
so
charge
shout
like,
outs to her.
I would say they usually charge like $70-$80 to do any kind of video recording.
But we were thinking about not getting her this year.
She
too.
just wanted to make one just because she wanted to do it, and she asked, did we have a phone, and she did it, which, again, shout out to her. One of the sweetest people in the world, super nice, and she would stand there and talk to you forever.
I'll tell you one thing.
So, definitely
Funko,
go check her
give
out.
us a Judith Myers pop.
That'd be cool.
I would go back just to get her signed because she was so nice. And me and Kate were actually thinking about not getting her this year. And we were like, well, she's here, so might as
The
well.
way I look at it, she's not on screen very long.
Yeah.
But
She's still
when you think
from-
of Michael Myers, though, that was the one that set off the entire franchise.
And you
as a
had to
whole.
think of the sister in it.
Yeah. But again, she was just so sweet. So shout out to her because she was just amazingly nice.
Mm-mm.
Yes, that's who's next.
Mm-mm. Should be the other one beside him. Beside
Oh,
her.
that's because you sent me this one first, so that's why.
Yeah, so it should
So next
be
should be him.
him, and then Foley.
Okay. So the next guy we met,
We'll show you
this
two pops.
guys, I want to tell you right now, this was surreal.
Let's just say we'll be selling a pop when we get home because
Mm-hmm.
I got Kate this person. You saw it in a previous video of ours. Got this person for an anniversary. No,
I think it was for an
that
anniversary.
that was Christmas because it was him and Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
That was Christmas. So
But we ordered it through, I think it was Dark Parlor, right? Was it Dark Parlor?
No, that was Fearsome Figures.
Fearsome Figures. Got it.
Shout outs to them as always. If you want any autographs, go check them
They got
out.
some cool
They're
stuff.
awesome.
But I actually have officially met this guy now, and like I said, this is so surreal. Halloween was my dad's favorite movie growing up. He went to go see it in the theaters when he was a kid. And of course, I have loved it since because it was one of the first horror movies I ever watched. So getting to meet this guy was completely insane, and I just went up to him and I started blabbering because I couldn't believe it. He, again, so nice, super humble, loved to talk to you. He was just amazingly cool. But it is the original shape himself from Halloween 1978, Mr. Nick Castle. And this one here is actually one that we got signed for a friend of ours.
Which is funny because Tom Lily Wallace says he's the shape.
And then this is mine, of course. And one thing you're always going to know with Nick Castle is he always makes sure to write the shape when he signs. So you always know which one is him. And to wrap that whole up too, the other thing that we got done for a buddy of ours who's also a huge Halloween
Which hope it's
fan,
alright that we are showing this stuff.
he actually wanted us to get him a mask. The orange, of course, here is Nick Castle. The red across the bottom is Tommy Lee Wallace. And then, of course, rounding it out is Judith Myers, who was Sandy Johnson, of course.
And up top on the forehead, we were hoping to get John Carpenter on it. Hopefully, he can make it to meet John Carpenter himself. If not, you will see this mask in a future video.
It all depends.
So,
But I hope Wayne enjoys it. I was really thrilled to be able to actually do it. It fell over. It just fell over.
Yeah.
But I really shout outs to him because I'm so thankful he trusted us to be able to go do it for him and just get it done. So I'm really thrilled to be able to do it, and that was really fun to do.
So these next one, I'm gonna do something different. We're gonna show off 3 in 1.
Alright.
Grab the picture.
Okay.
Because that should be the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it him?
It's all 3.
Alright guys, like Kate said earlier, favorite horror person is Jason Voorhees. Second is that guy right there, Pennywise. Terrifier, Art the Clown. You can see Jason is Thanos in this, the king himself. So that should give it away. We got not 1, not 2, but 3 different Jasons. Should have had 4, but Kane Hodder unfortunately canceled. Better be for a good reason, Kane, or else I'm coming after your ass.
I don't think you want to set toes to Kane.
I might. So in this one, guys, we got Ken Kirzinger, aka Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. I just noticed he made a machete.
Mm-hmm. With blood.
Yeah. We got CJ Graham from Jason 6, Jason Lives. And what's cool about he actually put 18 kills, his kill count. So, which was pretty cool. And then we got Mr. Derek Mears from the reboot Jason, Friday the 13th, which is actually my favorite Jason. I love Jared Padalecki, so it helped, but he was my favorite. But all 3 of them were amazing.
And this Jason, Derek Mears' Jason scares the shit out of us because he full out books it.
And there is the 3 Jasons right there. You got Derek Mears, Ken Kirzinger right there, and CJ Graham right there. And there's me and Kate right there. And I had to be careful with CJ Graham here because he started hitting on Kate. So.
Well, can I just
and
say...
said I touched his butt, which if I did, I don't regret it, like I told him. So, and like I said, all of our pops are JSA, so no one can tell him, oh yeah, you ain't meet him, blah, 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 blah.
I do want to say, guys, I feel like all of the Jasons, what's funny is, too, when you see them all, they are all over 6 foot. They are these really big dudes, and they are super intimidating to
But they are
see.
the nicest freaking people.
Um,
Kane, I'm still coming after you. You better come to a near convention.
Ken Kirzinger was really, really cool from Freddy vs. Jason. Bailey, I think you asked him what his favorite kill was his.
Yeah.
Which was really cool, and he started talking about all kinds of stuff. I asked him what his favorite thing about being able to play Jason was. Like I said, super laid back guy. Derek Mears is really cool. I really liked what he said. He is a fan representing fans, as he put it. He considers himself a fan representing fans because he was a fan of the horror genre before even being casted as an actor. But he was super, super cool, super down to earth, and he just really, really enjoys meeting people. And then, of course, CJ Graham. Yeah, CJ kind of liked to hit on me a little bit. He was super cool, though. Probably one of the funniest guys, too. And mad respect for him because one of the things he does, he's actually a former Marine. I know he's in the military.
I don't want to say that in case that's wrong.
I do know he's in the military.
In case that's wrong.
But,
because we don't know.
He was just really, really cool. Super nice guy. So, in my opinion, CJ Graham has probably been one of my favorite interactions. Even though he kept hitting on me, I think it was really funny.
Yeah, we don't know if he was military or not.
I remember them saying that he is military.
No, he did a free thing for a military person that was behind us. But
I know, but I'm telling you, I've watched videos where they've talked about he was actually former military.
Well, if so, then kudos to him.
Alright, our last picture. Also, super, super nice guy.
Technically.
Really laid back. I meant signature picture. That is ours. So, One of my things, I'm a huge fan of Stephen King. One of my personal favorites is actually the Carrie movie. I loved it. But we got to meet Mr. William Catt, who played the dreamy Tommy Ross, of course.
And unfortunately, we did not go to his Q&A.
Yeah.
We
but
did not have the time.
He was super, super nice. He also was kind of being a little flirty. He called me beautiful and all. And
Well, that just goes.
he also loved how my name was spelled. And he actually wrote beautiful, let's go to the prom. And this is the picture I picked.
Most of them said you were.
But again, he was super, super cool. Maybe one day I can add Sissy Spacek on here. Who knows? I'd love to. But again, super nice guy. He's really, really cool. So if you ever get a chance to meet him again, just take it up on it. He's really, really nice.
Alright, guys. This last one is the big one. We did the most stuff with him except for his Q&A we did not go to. Again, Q&A we had to wait 2 hours for. And we want to go see the movie that he is the star of. So, I should tell you right there. Down-to-earth guy. Used to be an elementary school teacher, which is still wild.
I'll say we found that out from asking him, and I was like, what?
We bought his pop, one of his pops we found. And iCollectibles, shout out to them as always. We have bought several things from them in the past. We wanted to go see it. The Chase was. That's the one pop I was dying to get. Paid a little extra for it. We had plenty of money. We saved a crap ton of money. They ended up having 2 of them.
And we got one.
We got one of them. We went straight there, jumped in line. We waited maybe 30 minutes. We had to wait again yesterday. Prescott. We had to wait an hour for him. Prescott, you're lucky we love you, Bubba. But hopefully you love this to add to your collection. We'll show you his first. Kate, go ahead. It is Art the Clown, a.k.a. David Howard Thornton. We had two other people come. Clint Howard's actually in Terrifier 30, funny enough. We did not get him because we hadn't seen the movie yet. If we had seen the movie, probably would have gotten him for it. Next time, you better have pictures of for it. Kate quickly put that away.
I just showed off because I thought you were getting ready to show that one.
Well, I was going to read what it said. Okay. It does say, Ryan, you are such a cutout. So
here, I'm going to kind of put it up a little closer so you guys can read it.
Which is funny. We're dropping that off to him tomorrow. So, Ryan, hope you love it, Bubba. And I told you I'm glad we could do that type of thing for you. But mine says Bailey Let's Play, and it's signed in yellow, which I love. And it does say Art the Clown. And the pop protector is a bloody pop protector. So, and it is, again, David Howard Thornton, a.k.a. Mr. Art the Clown. Probably, in my opinion, the goriest killer of all time. And it is the Chase, so it is the bloody with the glasses that Kate has right there. A lot of people had them, funny enough. And it is a Funko Shop exclusive. Again, JSA.
Which, guys, just so you know, too, the Chase version, the pop itself is also bloody. The regular version is just him with the glasses.
Like I said, we did not go to his Q&A, but we did something better. And probably the best thing to me that we did all weekend. So, and that would be seeing him fuck around as Art the Clown himself. And we did go to his in-costume photo op.
Which, guys, just so you know, he stays fully in character.
Which, guys, if y'all want to go see the video, it is up on my TikTok right now. It'll probably be up on my Instagram, too, tonight. If I can post, the signal is not good here. But, yeah. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. We had Damien Leone, the director/creator of Terrifier, coming. He had to cancel, I'm guessing, because of the premiere. And Amelie McLean, who is also the Pale Girl, who was supposed to do the photo op, too. And we would have done both, but such an honor to meet such a legend. Like I said, goriest killer of all time. And this was a bucket list thing so quickly when we watched Terrifier 1. Once he got announced, he was the number one person I wanted to meet.
I will say, too, one of the funniest memories with him, too, is when not only was he fucking around with people while in line, he actually scared the hell out of somebody in line.
Which, like I said, guys,
Which
go to
was
my
so fun.
TikTok or my Instagram, B_Frank. Go follow me, and you can see that video of him scaring people. So,
Which, guys, he also is just super funny just to meet.
like I said, guys, movie number 3, probably movie of the year. If you can make people walk out or throw up
you're
due
doing something.
to it being so gory
You're doing
and
something.
graphic, you are doing something right. So, guys, real quick, I rated the whole convention 8 out of 10. Well, 7 out of 10. Vendors weren't they didn't have a lot of vendors. Unfortunately, with John Carpenter canceling it, upset us. Because they took forever to tell people. Luckily, someone in our group posted about it.
I also put it as 8 out of 10 only because I feel like we should have gotten a little more vendors, and on top of it, a little more variety. Because with the guests, there were some big guests. Trust me, there's some really good ones here, but we also had like 10 people just from the Warriors and 10 people just from Monster Squad. I just wish maybe a little more variety next time.
It's James Raymar. I'm shouting you out too. You better come
I
next
was
year.
so upset, but
Who else?
I was.
Emily McLean and Damian Leone.
Please
Alyssa
come.
Sutherland.
Please come. We really want to meet you guys.
Who else?
I think that was it. Of the ones that we
John
wanted to meet.
Carpenter. We'll see him March.
I'm hoping. Which, the only reason I'm not going to fault him on that one is John Carpenter also immediately made up for it, and he tried to get on 3 different flights just to get there. So I'm kind of giving benefit of the doubt because he never cancels. It's very rare.
But shout out to all the people we met. All 3 Jasons. Art the Clown. All the Michael.
All the Halloween,
fans.
all the Jasons, all Art, everybody. Just
Emily,
amazing.
Amy Donald, I hope you love doing conventions, girl. You got a big future ahead of you, and
We can't wait to see where you go.
we can't wait to see you go, and even probably check out some of your dance videos. We heard you're pretty good.
Bailey,
So,
what would you say has been probably your favorite interaction for the weekend?
in costume photo of a David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown. I mean, you can't beat that.
He was really funny.
2 of the 3 Jasons did in costume photos. Maybe next year if they come. But Derek Mears, if you did a photo op, man, I would have gotten yours. You're my favorite Jason of all time.
For me, I would also
Even
have to
better
say
than Kane Hodder, in my opinion.
one of my favorite interaction I would have to say is probably CJ Graham because he was just so funny, super cool, and I mean, you don't get hit on by a stuntman very often.
She blushed.
I was blushing hard, and on top of it, he was just really funny and just outgoing with it, and even like saying how Bailey touched his butt was hilarious.
Oh yeah, so other than David Howard Thornton, I mean, Ross Marquand was awesome. All the Jason, everyone
We had a
was
blast.
awesome.
To me,
Amy,
this is
like I said, Amy Donald, she was a sweetheart, and she's so young. So
I think the main thing was this year was I feel like every interaction we had, just everyone was so cool. And like I said, just being able to meet some of the people, like Tom Atkins being as the legend he is, was just amazing and so humble and so nice.
and I will say,
definitely.
seeing Amy Donald get put on the same line as David Howard Thornton, they even had the new FSX artist, Heather Albert, there with them doing thing. And actually, one of the handlers is in Terrifier 3, funny enough.
Which I think is one of the guys that is a partner with Damian Leone with a lot of the stuff with
I think
Terrifier.
he's an agent. I don't think he's a handler. But yeah, seeing Amy Donald along the lines of that and on the same line as all the Halloween people, including what would have been John Carpenter, that
That's
means you
huge.
got a future ahead of you.
Absolutely.
So,
No,
as
but
y'all can see, that is, I think, the top pop right there. And the fact that it's a chase that's worth $250 alone, that thing's going to be worth a lot of money in the future. And I don't plan on getting rid of it. I'll be showing my kids Terrifier in the future
when
they're
they
old
get
enough.
older.
When they're old enough, unless they sit down and watch it by themselves, then like Victor Dandridge said, one of the hosts, they watched on their own. We warned them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I think me and Bailey can both say thank you guys so much for joining us here. We've had a blast this weekend. We look forward to March for hopefully having another amazing con.
okay, real quick, what was your favorite autograph that you got?
Whew.
Or that we got in general?
I think David's is one of the coolest ones for art.
I'd
But
have to
if I had to pick one of mine, Nick Castle, man. And the fact that he always inscribes the shape is really cool to me.
Ross Marquand was awesome to me. But best autograph, in my opinion, best looking autograph, Amy Donald.
Oh, yeah, hers is really cool.
Badass. So.
But once again, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. And hopefully you'll be able to see us some more in the future.
Speaking of which, before we end it off, Chucky fans, we may have gotten the show canceled, but Devin Sawa did confirm there's a new movie coming out.
Oh, and something else we found out too. Clint Howard, guys, from himself confirmed in his Q&A, we're getting another Ice Cream Man movie.
Yep. So, look out for all of that.
Right.
So, guys, that will do it for another season of GalaxyCon / Nightmare Weekend. If y'all have any questions about it, leave a comment down below. Hit me up on Instagram. Anything like that, and we will try to get it to you. Another thing I had to say about Instagram, all you fake accounts out there that make accounts, even if it's a fan page, y'all posting stuff, our stuff, and even tagging us in it, your fan page, we don't appreciate that, and we will report it instantly. The people that are doing it for Amy Donald, y'all are sick. She's only 14.
They were being really weird about it, so.
So, that's all I'd say about that. But, hope y'all have enjoyed it, guys. It's been Bay Frank
And Kate.
signing off. Deuces. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya!